Tonight, what could be a first for Ontario courts. The province's domestic abuse unit is now involved in a case of the so-called heartbreak hustler. This is a guy already convicted of pretending to be a millionaire and then bilking his lovers of their life savings. It's an elaborate and long-run ripoff. A 32-year-old man named John Lee Quinn has been convicted of twice impersonating a high-rolling millionaire to bilk women he met online out of their life savings. Quinn, using a fake name, would take his girlfriends to upscale neighborhoods, walk them through construction sites, and say it was his mansion being renovated. He'd tell them he couldn't access his money, and in both cases, the women, over a period of years, ended up handing over their life savings. One woman told the court, "I lost everything. I've been left with a crippling amount of debt." The judge denouncing John Lee Quinn as someone who inflicted significant emotional, physical, and financial trauma, that he humiliated and embarrassed the women, violated, duped, and robbed them. Quinn was sentenced to 8 months in jail back in 2015. He's now out on probation and has been accused of striking yet again. John Lee Quinn has again been charged with fraud, but CityNews has learned of an interesting twist. The case is being tried in courts that are usually reserved for domestic violence.
It's very, very unusual. It would be the first I've seen where an allegation of fraud or financial crime is being prosecuted by a specialized team of prosecutors experienced in domestic assault allegations, probably because of the relationship between the offender and the victim. And it was a relationship of trust. It was a common law relationship, and the crime was committed by exploiting that relationship.
Quinn has again been released on bail with unusual conditions. He's banned from having fake ID, banned from accessing dating services or online dating sites, and forced into therapy. The RCMP says romance fraud is one of the leading scams in Canada. Advice to protect from rip-off Romeos? If he looks too good to be true, he probably is.
Wealthy, having almost a perfect job, very successful, good looking, good in sports. I mean, I'm not saying it's not impossible, but then again, it's almost too good to be true. If you're so successful, why can't you have access to your money? Why do you need money from me?
Now, almost 800 people have been ripped off across this country in the past year to the tune of about $78 million. But the RCMP says that represents just a tip of the iceberg, that only about 5% of people actually come forward to report romance fraud.